you guys did so well in this. I mean, you're creepy. There's a bunch of creepy vampires.
I don't know. It feels a bit weird to be told I'm creepy. I'm not used to that. Really.
Well, I think you're just you just fall into that with the costumes. Speaking of which, are those hard to manipulate and work in? I mean,
the costume, the period costumes that we wore at the beginning of the film, they were a bit more difficult to move in. But I just got to wear a nice black suit in the end. It was very comfortable.
Yeah,
and a cloak. Yours was a bit more
had a big
involved.
Cloak.
And red eyes, ruby red eyes.
Yep.
Were they uncomfortable?
I guess at first, just I've never worn any kind of contact before, so I had to get used to it. But you have someone, to put them in for you and take them out, so you get kind of used to it after a little bit.
By the end, they just throw them across the room and you kind of catch them in your hand. It's so easy.
Is that quick? When you were offered roles in this, I mean, was that an immediate yes?
I mean, I just really thought that it would be cool to be a part of all that is Twilight and this kind of phenomenon that's happened, and it might not happen again for a while, or it might never happen again, something of this magnitude, and it'll be really great looking back that I was a small part of it, and so that's what really drew me to it.
It's interesting for the viewer, because I've not read the books. I feel illiterate with all the girls out there that have read them. But it's interesting to see how all of this works. Is there's a hierarchy, there's rules and all of that. It seems to be kind of very well put together as far as what the viewer is going to experience in this.
Stephanie's created a whole sort of spin on the vampire lore and werewolf lore, and she's created a fantastic world, a world that has both kind of fantasy and supernatural elements, but mainly a very recognizable world of sort of passion and love and romance, and I think she's managed to find the mix between the everyday and the mundane and the kind of fantastical, and I think that's what people respond to.
Now, how many days on the set did you guys have? I mean, was this all filmed all at once? Did you go through a process?
It was about 2 weeks.
Yeah,
it was about 2 weeks. Yeah, in a nice hot studio in Vancouver.
And then Dakota, on behalf of all of us, got to go to Italy.
Yes, I did.
Crikey.
You got to go to Italy. You're the only one that got to go to.
Yeah.
I was 4.
Wow.
Yeah.
You enjoy the travel?
I did. I've never been to Italy, so that was another thing that was exciting that I got to do. It was only a short time, but still.
Now, even though your roles, I mean, there's not a lot of speaking and all of that and what you guys are doing, this is a high-profile job for an actor. I mean, there's going to be a lot about you guys. Are you prepared for this kind of tidal wave of popularity?
I mean, it's kind of funny, like, every little part in this movie is so big because there's so many fans. There's such a huge everything about this movie that even if I'm in the background, like, it's going to happen. People are going to recognize you from it just because everybody's watching this movie. And, I mean, you can't really prepare yourself for what's going to happen because none of us know. We've never been there before. And, you can ask Rob. I mean, he could have said that he could have prepared himself, but I bet he never knew that this was going to happen. Nobody really knows. We just got to kind of ride the roller coaster now. We're on it. We just got to see what happens.
It could only be good for your career, right?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, but it's not something I'm particularly thinking about. It's nice to be able to work.
Yeah.
And then to be able to work on a project like this is even better because there is because it's a franchise and because it was the first one and the success of the first one. It's not some small indie movie that no one's going to see. It means that you're going to be able to get seen for more jobs. I mean, obviously not for Michael to go through Cameron because these guys have been doing it for ages. But for me, personally, it means I'm able to go out for more jobs, and it's a great thing to be a part of, and it's a great story, and a great story will always be a great story.
Thank you, guys. We're all out of time. Thank you.
Thank you.